Sanhedrin, Perek Tet, Mishnah, hey, fifth Mishnah in the ninth chapter of Sanhedrin. So we referred to this thing before, the Kipah. We had a couple of Mishnah ago. The Kipah, okay, is a dome. Some say it was a dome. Some say it was from the word kofeh. Okay, we'll see in a second the Bartuner, but it's a kind of prison that a person was put into when they wanted to put him to death without actually putting him to death. Says the Mishnah, Mishnah Laka v'shana, person who violated an Isur of Malkot, Chayav Kritot, v'shana, and he did it again. Shalaka shtei pa'amim, the Bartuner. He was given Malkot. He was lashed twice. For a sin for which you're chayav karet. Shekol chayav kritot loki. Any when it violates a chiyuv kritot intentionally, when it was warned, gets Malkot. When if he does it a third time, they gave him Malkot once. He said, "Don't do that." Second time, don't do that. The third time, machnisin oto the kipah. You put him in this kipah. It's a prison, so some say it's a kippah like a kippah, right? Because it was a dome shape. And some say it was makom kishiur komat adam below yoter. It's the size of the height of a person and not more. Okay, and it's kofek. Why does it kippah? Because he has to bend down. It's very tight. Umachdinoto seorin achakreso mitbakat. Feed him barley until his stomach mitbakat basically explodes. How do they do that? We'll see in a second. Similarly, if a person killed someone without witnesses, meaning you know that he did it, you saw it on the video, you look, it's 100% sure that he did it, but they can't convict him, or there's a problem in the process of justice. Again, you put him into the kippah. So how do they do it? First, they would feed him lechem tsar, rough bread, umayim lachas. They would force feed him, and they force him to drink. Meaning they would make it so that they would feed him a little bit, very small amounts of food, and then his stomach would condense, would get smaller. And then after that, then they would machilinotos. The Gemara says it was together. Then they would give him barley. Okay, they would feed him a ton of barley. He'd be starving, and then he'd drink about a bunch of water, and then and the whole thing would explode, and that would be the end of him. Okay, so it's really interesting. Why would they do this? So remember we talked about the idea that the sages very much wanted to limit the idea of capital punishment. But that's an invitation for a problem, because then if there's no real capital punishment, if every time you want to avoid capital punishment, then you're really not meeting out punishment. So there's this idea, so this is an out in a sense, a way of dealing with capital punishment without actually giving capital punishment in cases where Chazal were sure that that it was necessary. If you look, there's a Wikipedia entry on this idea of Knisa Kippah, and it talks about the Mishnah. Okay, and the question is, okay, who gets it? We said a person who karet and malkot came and did it again. Okay, or a person who chayav mita but can't be punished because he wasn't warned properly, or a rotzeach. We said a rotzeach, okay, a murderer that you can't kill for whatever reason. There's a problem with the witnesses that you kill. Why? What is the source for this? So Rashi says it's halacha l'Moshe Sinai. Okay, meaning Rashi says that Chazal would never have made up such a din. It's a lot. So therefore, it must have been passed down. But he says the Shuta Rivash says nir'ah shemedubar b'takanat chachamim kasher haytat hasha'at tzricha lakach. Rivash says, based on Wikipedia, it was a takanat chachamim. It was a decree of the sages. The sages felt that in certain cases, if we're so lenient when we'll go one way, we have to give ourselves a mechanism the other way. Otherwise, it causes serious problems in society. Stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.